What if the Philippines became a federal republic? Imagine a nation of over 7,000 islands, fragmented by geography, language, and culture, forced to bow to a single capital city. For over a century, the centralized imperial Manila system dictated every peso spent, absorbing the wealth of distant regions while leaving provincial infrastructure to rot. But in an alternate timeline, the system finally snaps. A catastrophic economic stagnation paired with back-to-back super typhoons leaves the Visayas and Mindanao completely isolated. Provincial governors issue a terrifying ultimatum: decentralize or face a total dissolution of the republic. To prevent a bloody civil war, the old constitution is burned, the unitary republic is dead, the Federal Republic of the Philippines is born, year 1 to 10. The transition is not a peaceful golden age, it is absolute chaos. Cut off from Manila's automatic financial bailouts, underdeveloped states plunge into immediate bankruptcy. Starving for revenue, local governments can no longer rely on backroom political favors. The old political dynasties, long insulated by central wealth, face a furious populace. In order to survive, states are forced to aggressively innovate. They rewrite local tax codes, strip away bureaucratic red tape, and begin pitching directly to foreign investors. It is a brutal, regional survival of the fittest. Year 30. The gamble pays off. Without a distant capital bottlenecking their growth, individual states transform into localized superpowers. The state of Cebu legalizes hyper-specialized digital economic zones, effectively becoming the Silicon Valley of Asia. The state of Davao constructs vast automated maritime megaports, dominating trade routes across the Celebes Sea. Meanwhile, the once impoverished state of Samar partners with international investors, utilizing its vast land and raw Pacific winds to construct massive onshore wind networks, turning a former poverty pocket into a major clean energy exporter. Year 75. The decentralized system faces its ultimate test when a Category 5 super typhoon makes direct landfall in the eastern Visayas. Under the old central government, relief would take weeks to clear bureaucratic red tape in Manila. But under the federal system, the joint Samar-Leyte economic bloc had spent decades building heavily reinforced underground power grids and localized disaster funds. The region bounces back to full operational capacity in just 6 days. International markets take notice. The outer states are no longer vulnerable provinces. They are resilient, hardened fortress economies. Year 120. Geopolitical tensions flare in the West Philippine Sea. A foreign superpower's naval militia attempts to forcefully occupy a deep-sea energy platform. In the past, a slow response from a hesitant capital would have resulted in lost territory. But under the new constitution, each state commands its own highly trained state defense force, modeled after the U.S. National Guard. The local state maritime guard deploys instantly, creating a tactical blockade and holding the line with fierce regional pride until the heavy federal fleet arrives. The message to the world is clear. To touch one island is to provoke the entire archipelago. Year 200. 2 centuries after the Great Reconstruction, the Federal Republic of the Philippines stands as a dominant economic and military superpower in the Pacific. The old era of centralized stagnation is a distant memory. By dismantling the monopoly of power, the nation unlocked its true, latent potential. They proved to the world that true unity isn't about forced obedience to a single capital. It is about thriving as a brotherhood of powerful, independent states.